Hello and welcome to our South Coast tour when we left Littlehampton and made our way to Brighton. Our first stop of the day was to have lunch at the impressive Brewer Filipino restaurant. It was a beautiful lunch and it was my little surprise for Virgie. Chicken pancit and lechon kawali. And we'll definitely return when we're back in the area again. And then we were summoned to some music coming from the park, so we strolled up and took a look.
James Bond.
Well, hello everyone, and today we are in Brighton. Yeah, we're continuing the tour of the South Coast, and our first little stop here is in the gardens, right by the Brighton Pavilion. We got a bit of live music going on, but we've seen that for a little while, and now we're just gonna take a little walk to see this brilliant Indian style, beautiful pavilion. Let's go and have a look now. Did you know that during the war, Rodney, the Germans were not supposed to bomb Brighton because Hitler wanted the Royal Pavilion as his summer home? In the early months of the First World War, the Royal Pavilion was converted into a military hospital. It was first used for Indian Army soldiers who had become sick or wounded while fighting for the British on the Western Front. And for you shopaholics, you've always got the interesting lanes. Or maybe you'd rather return back at night and do the interesting haunting ghost walk.
We are actually now on the Brighton Pier. I haven't been here for about 18 years. Virgie's never been here, so this is the first time at the Brighton experience. We've walked around and gone for lunch, and now it's time to see what the pier has in store. So come along, let's go.
Looks as though there's a bit of surf out here today. I don't know if it's always like this, but today it's definitely worth getting your old board out. Brighton is 47 miles east of London and a very popular seaside resort. And one of my favourite musicals was filmed here too, the classic Mods v Rockers Bank Holiday. Let's have a stroll up the pier then, see what we can see. In that direction's Eastbourne, but we won't be going there this week. I'm pleased to say that access to this pier is free, unlike Bournemouth Pier. Shall I pop in to see the fortune teller? Well, only if he can tell me next week's winning lottery numbers. And here we have the Palm Court restaurant. Oh, doesn't look as though it's too popular today, mind. I do like a nice pier, and this one was built in 1899. Well, always on the pier, I always seem to lose Virgie. Oh, she's phoning me now. We might have some success. So, can anyone see Virgie? Apparently so. Oh, I spy with my little eye. When we look at the rides, are you a rider or a watcher? This is more like my type of speed. Walking along the promenade, we came across the Upside Down House. This is what remains of the West Pier. In 2002, it collapsed during a storm. I don't think it was in a good state then, because in 1896, it was originally destroyed by the first storm. And then it was time for the highlight of our trip, the British Airways i360. If you want the best views of Brighton, you can see it at 400 feet high from the BAI 360. It's their giant glass pod. Stunning. The ride takes about 25 minutes in total, and I think we timed it maybe not too good because we seemed to be there at the same time as the whole Italian second school summer trip. When aboard, visitors can experience 360-degree views across Brighton, the South Downs and the English Channel. There goes Virgie. She's making sure she's got a bit of footage too. And then it was time for me to get up top on the roof and do a bit of skywalking. No, I'm only joking. I'm not that brave. But you can do if you fancy it. Well, I suppose all good things must come to an end, and eventually it was time to slowly descend. And if you want to enjoy another experience, then you can dine at night. But maybe we'll have to save that one for our next visit to Brighton. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.